Oh, look at this view. He's like right up in front of me. Hey, guy. Hey, I'm gonna name you Jimmy. You look like a Jimmy. Hey guys, I actually had the pleasure of hiking the Royal Arch Trail in Boulder, Colorado. This is a 4-mile hike out and back, and it's in the Chautauqua Park area of Boulder, Colorado. It's perfect for a day hike, running, nature trip, or just getting a quick workout in. It's actually a fairly quick hike, although it is considered a hard difficulty rating according to All Trails, and it's preferred that you hike it in March through October. We actually went in early September, and according to All Trails, it's rated the number one hike out of 103 trails in Boulder open space. So like I said, I had the pleasure of hiking this with a few of my great friends. We went ahead and did it. I want to say it was between 50 and 60 degrees, maybe even a little warmer than that, actually. I remember I had my rain jacket on at one point as we were going back down, and it was too hot. So anyway, we went ahead and started the trail by we parked near the main parking lot of the Chautauqua Park area, and this is a dog-friendly trail, so we saw several people with dogs, and this is also kid-friendly. We saw a couple people walking around with kids, and we also saw a guy walking around with a baby harness on. So keep in mind there is a lot of the elevation gain is 1,492 feet throughout this 4 miles. I want to say the first 2 miles of it is just a crushed rock trail that leads up to the base of the mountain, and then you start seeing pine trees, and from there it gets there's a pretty steep incline. Majority of this trail you're going to be walking on stone steps that were created in the mountain, but this trail is unique in that it's in the Flatiron area of Colorado, so there's just a lot of different unique rock formations and just steep incline up to the top, which is why a lot of people use this trail to run on and get a nice workout in on. They call it a flagstone staircase. So you start out by going down the Chautauqua Trail by the ranger station, and after you enter the pine forest, you have to start watching out for the signs that say Royal Arch. If you plan on taking that trail, there are a number of other trails that you can branch off and take, but you're going the right way once you start seeing the staircase. So once you get up to the top, you'll be able to take a bunch of pictures, and just the view that you get at this trail is one of the best, which is why I highly recommend it. There's birds up there, there's little chipmunks, and then you'll notice there's a lot of cool wildflowers and stuff for you to see on the way out there. So we started going down that path, like I mentioned, and then there was a lot of traffic, so you just kind of have to navigate your way through people. We had a small group, so we were able to get through pretty easily. But you'll notice once you start going through the pine forest that you look up and you start seeing these like angled rocks that kind of shoot out at an angle, which you'll have to stop and take some pictures on the way. But for me, I'm not in great shape. I don't work out a whole lot, so I had to stop several times on the way up and refuel. I took some of those like little Gatorade chews just to make sure I had the electrolytes and didn't dehydrate. So I stopped a few times, got some water, took some pictures, and then once you start getting up near the you start going up the stone toward at the end of the stone staircase, you kind of look over and you can, off in the distance, you can see Boulder, the city of Boulder, down below, and the football stadium. So make sure you stop and take a picture there. But like I said, once you get up to the top there, you'll look for a sign that says Royal Arch. There's also kind of a shelter area that you can, if there's bad weather, you could probably hide out there for a little while. It almost looks like there may have been like a mountain lion den created there naturally or something, the way that it's set up there. But I wouldn't recommend staying up there if there's bad weather, but if you really had to, there are a few other places that you could probably hide out and take shelter up there. And then once you get up to the top, it's kind of like a sharp incline. You keep walking those stairs all the way up, and then toward the top, you'll realize why they call it the Royal Archway. And this photo doesn't really do it justice, but just the sheer amount of stone that's in this like arch formation is what makes it what it's known as, the Royal Arch Trail. So once we started getting up to the top, I took some video here, and you'll kind of see. Of course, this video doesn't do it justice, but once you go underneath the archway, there's kind of like this little platform that you can sit on, and you kind of have to be careful, though. There is a sharp drop off, but it provides a good little spot for you to take some photos and look down. Luckily, we had some pretty good weather. The clouds were starting to roll in, but off in the distance where Boulder was, there were some nice clear skies, so we were able to get some really good pictures. And the longer you're up there, you'll notice that there's some birds and hawks, probably some baby eagles up there. We did hear a lot of chirping, so I'm sure there's several bird nests up there, but we also saw several like hawks circling and probably predatory birds up there looking for food. And actually, while we were up there, we noticed some mountain chipmunks or ground squirrels, and obviously they were hungry too and looking for food. And unfortunately, people probably feed them, which is why they're up there. But we snapped a few photos and some videos of them, and took some pictures, some much needed pictures while we were up there. So after doing that, we took a little break, refueled, and headed back down. Or as you're going back down, you have to actually, there's a section where you actually have to go back up and then back down. It's kind of like a little zigzag before you get back to the bottom. So all in all, I want to say we were able to finish this in under 2 hours. We kind of stopped quite a bit and took our time because we went in the middle of the day, so we had several hours to get back. And actually, by the time we made it back to the car, it started to rain pretty good, so we were able to get back to our campsite. But all in all, I highly recommend this trail. Like I said, it's the #1 rated trail in the Boulder open space area. So if you haven't done this trail, go ahead and check it out. hope you liked the video, and hopefully it gave you a little more information about what to expect if you want to do this trail as well. If there's anything else I can help answer, go ahead and leave your question or comment in the comment area. And also, if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell so you get the notifications, and let me know what you liked the most about the video. I try to keep these as entertaining and educational as I can, but I know I probably missed a lot of things. Also, I'll probably leave some links to some of the gear that I used. Eventually I'll have another video on that, but if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and check that out in the description of the video, as well as follow me on social media at The Simple Hick, and I'm on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook. So go ahead and check those out, follow me, and let me know what you like. Appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time.